Welcome to the lecture number 79, that geometrical constructions. This is practice set 4.2. And in this 4.2, there are 7 sums are there. Simple sums. These 2, 3 sums are very simple. So first you try to understand. Construct a tangent to a circle with center P and radius 3.2 cm at any point M on it. So let's draw a circle with a radius of 3.2. So take the scale. From scale, always begin it. From where? 0. Then you will find, take a distance of 3.2. After taking a distance, while taking distance, dear students, please make a note that you must place the meter point at 0. At 0 and then 3.2. Center of a circle is given in this case as P. So let's locate or plot a point P anywhere here. If I call this as point P, since you all know I have taken the distance between these two arms as 3.2, I am going to draw now circle. Okay. So in very simple way, I have drawn a circle of radius 3.2. Fine. Then we have to take any point M on it. Anywhere on the circumference, we have to take point M. Now supposing if I take point M over here. Then you have to draw a ray which is passing through P and M. Draw a ray which is passing through P and M. This is point M. This is point M. Radius is 3.2. Now, I am going to get a segment over here. To get the segment, you have to place metal point on M. Any suitable distance you take, draw 2 arcs. Draw 2 arcs on both sides from point M. Now you will obtain this segment. You obtain this segment. After getting this segment, next part is very important. Place a metal point to the left hand side arm. Take a distance more than half. Draw 2 arcs. One above PM and one below PM. I repeat again. Place metal point over here on the left hand side arm. Take a distance more than half. Draw 2 arcs. Now, not to change this distance. Not to change this distance. Simply placing it on the other side. Draw intersecting arcs to the previously drawn arcs. Okay. Draw intersecting arcs to the previously drawn arcs. Then it becomes very simple. Now, point of intersection of these 2 arcs and point M. We have to draw a line passing through point of intersection of these 2 arcs and point M. Straight away and draw a line. The line which is passing through the point of intersection of both the arcs and point M. Now labeling of the figure, we must have to label it as 3.2 cm. So this is how you will find line L. Line L is required tangent to the circle. Is required tangent to the circle. Finished. 2 marks question or 3 marks, not surely for 3 marks. Maximum 2 marks. Try to understand once again. Draw a circle of 3.2. Take a sector as P. Draw a ray passing through P and M. M is any point, anywhere on the circumference. Drawing this Place a middle point on it, draw two arcs on both sides. You will be getting this segment. After getting this segment, you have to place a middle point of a rounder on a left hand side arc. Take a distance more than half, draw two arcs, one above PN, one below PN. Without changing the distance, interchange the position of the middle point. Draw an intersecting arcs, point of intersection of the arcs and through point M. You can draw a line, and that line is going to be a tangent to the circle. So this is very simple construction. Second one is also same, because there also you have to take a distance of 2.7 now. How much is the distance? 2.7. Always take precaution whenever you are going to take a distance between these two arms of a rounder. Place the middle point always on 0 and then 2.7. Fine. So after taking 2.7 as a radius, it is not mentioned that you have to take a center as PQ. Anyway, you can take any alphabet, any variable, draw a circle. Very simple. Draw a circle. After drawing a circle, I am going to plot point M again, anywhere on the circle. After plotting this point, as we have done in the previous case, in the same way, draw a ray passing through P and N. Draw a ray passing through P and N. The next step is placing middle point on N, because we have to draw tangent and point N here. Tangent is always perpendicular to the radius, that we have already studied. Placing middle point on N, draw two arcs on both sides of N to get a segment. This is how I get a segment. Now, placing this middle point on left hand side, take a distance more than half, draw two arcs, one above PN, one below PN, without changing this distance. This is very important thing in this construction. Place the middle point on other arm, draw an intersecting arcs to the previously drawn arcs. Draw arcs to the previously drawn arcs. Okay. Point of intersection of the arcs, point M. Okay. These 3 points, and we have to draw a tangent to the circle passing through point of intersection of the arcs, and this is. So this is M. What is left out? We must have to show the radius of the circle, which is 2.7. So these are the 2 marks question, dear students. So line N. Line N is required tangent to the circle. Try to understand. Again, first of all, I have taken distance of 2.7 and I have drawn a circle. After drawing a circle, I plot a point M anywhere on the circle. Then through point P and M, I have drawn a ray. After drawing that ray, place middle point on M, draw 2 arcs on both sides of M, you will be getting segment. At once you will get segment, place a middle point on left hand side, take a distance more than half, draw 2 arcs without changing. Next step is without changing the distance, by keeping the same distance, interchange the position of the middle point, place it over here. Draw intersecting arcs to the previously drawn arcs. Then to the point of intersection of these arcs and point M, draw a line. The line is on this perpendicular, or that line is called tangent, which is always perpendicular to the radius. Very simple. Weightage is of 2 marks only, so there is no need to draw a rough sketch at all. There is no need to draw a rough sketch for this question. Okay, so this is how, dear students, we will find we finished first 2 questions. Now I am going to do Question number 3. The third construction I am going to do. Third one is draw a circle of radius 3.6. Okay, fine. Draw a circle of radius 3.6. Very important thing to know in this third construction is, what is that? Without using center. You will find that in this case, first and two, I use a center because we have drawn a ray passing through that. Okay, question number 3. Try to understand this question. Draw a circle. Fine. Draw a circle of radius. Draw a circle of radius 3.6 centimeter. 3.6 centimeter. Draw tangent to the circle. Draw tangent to the circle. Draw tangent to the circle at any point on it, and any point on it without using center. Very important thing. Without using center. So of course you will find this construction is different than that of previous one. Correct? So what I am going to do now, you will find, first let's draw a circle. Radius is given 3.6. Let's think here. Okay. Center is given, not given. I call it as again P. So P is a center of a circle. I am going to draw a circle of radius 3.6. Take a distance of 3.6. Again, I would like to stress on the same point that middle point must be placed at 0 marking, and from there you have to take a distance of 3.6. Okay. At once we will take a distance of 3.6. Let's draw a circle. Very simple. At once we will finish drawing circle. Next step. Next step. Draw any triangle. Draw any triangle. If I take A, B, and C. These are the 3 points. I have taken anywhere these 3 points on a circle and complete the triangle. I'll explain the theory, of course. I'll explain the theory, don't worry. Why to draw triangle and all. Fine. So this is how you will find. I have drawn a circle of radius 3.6. Then I plot point ABC on the circumference and I complete the triangle. Okay, fine. Next step is very important. Now you have to take any suitable distance. Any suitable distance. There is no specific rule as such. Any specific distance you can take this rounder, place middle point on B and draw arcs. This way I have drawn. Fine. I am going to construct angle ABC congruent with angle AC and with one side of the tangent. I repeat again. I am going to draw a congruent angle of B at one side AC and other side is tangent. Okay, why that is? I'll explain. Fine. See, once again I repeat. I have drawn here R without changing distance. Place a middle point on C. Draw an R, but this time this R must intersect AC. That precaution we have to take. What precaution? This arc must intersect side AC. Draw an arc without changing distance. Place middle point on C. Draw an arc. Next step. Please try to understand the next step. Now next step is whatever the distance, right? I have to draw a congruent angle. This distance I have to do. Fine, from here you can see. This much distance I have to do. Correct. Now place a middle point over here. Draw an intersecting arc to the previously drawn arc. Again you see. Take a distance, same. Okay. Same distance. Place a middle point over here. Draw an arc to the previously drawn variation. Construction is over. Very simple. Very simple. Then through the point of intersection of these arcs, draw tangent. Fine. This is how line L is a required tangent. Line L is a required tangent. Line L is a required tangent. Labeling is still left out. What is that? Radius of a circle. A radius of a circle is 3.6. 3 point. Okay, please try to understand. Please try to understand. First, draw a circle. Radius 3.6 is already given. You can take a center, label it with any alphabet. Okay, I take it as P. After drawing circle, place point A, B, C anywhere, and draw a line. Finished. Then place middle point over here. Draw a line. Without changing that distance, place the middle point at C. Draw a line. I repeat. Place middle point on B. Draw an arc. Without changing that distance, draw another arc by placing it at C. Fine. Then take a distance between these two sides of angle ABC because we are going to construct same angle over here. Same angle. Okay. So whatever the distance between these two, with that one side here, draw a line. Why we have drawn this angle is congruent with this angle. Reason being that this is AC is a secant and this line L is a tangent, so this angle is equal to half arc AC. Is equal to half arc AC. Angle B is inscribed angle intercepted arc AC. Therefore, angle B is also equals to half arc AC. Such type of angles are called as angles in the ultimate segment. That's all. That is what the same theory we have used over here, and here's this construction. Okay. Now question number 4. Draw a circle of radius 3.3. Okay. This question is very typical question. Draw a circle of radius. Draw a circle of radius 3.3 centimeter. Fine. Next to that, draw chord PQ. Draw chord PQ is equal to 6.6 centimeter. Fine. Then you will find draw tangents to the circle. Draw tangents to the circle. Draw tangents to the circle and points P and Q. And points P and Q. Okay, fine. Answer. First thing, what we have to do? We have to draw a circle of radius 3.3. Okay, let's draw 3.3. I'll keep on telling you the same thing, placing the middle point at 0, take the distance 3.5. Center is given or not? Center, name of the center is not given. You can take label the center by any alphabet. PQ is here, so I will say A. Okay, fine. Draw a circle first. Circle is drawn. Now you have to understand very important thing. Chord PQ. Relation between chord PQ and radius. Those who are scholar enough, they will understand very quickly that PQ is equal to 12 into 3.3. So PQ is equal to 6.6. If PQ is twice of the radius, obviously, PQ becomes diameter. Very simple. You will find radius is 3.3 while PQ is a chord and length of the chord is twice that of the radius. It's diameter. It's diameter. So diameter always passes through the center. Okay, fine. So I'm going to draw over here a diameter. This is a diameter. If I draw this diameter, this is point A, this is P, this is Q, and drawn a straight line passing through points P and Q. Okay? This is also not very difficult, but only difficult construction, but you have to understand the relationship between length of the chord and radius. That chord is exactly twice that of the radius. That means chord is nothing but diameter. Okay, now question is to draw tangents. Question is what? To draw tangents at P and Q. Fine. Place middle point on Q. Draw two arcs on both sides. Correct? You got a segment. We have to draw perpendicular because our theory says that radius is always perpendicular to the tangent at its outer end, and therefore at once you will get this segment. Place a middle point on this left hand side point, distance more than half. Draw two arcs on both sides of A. Correct? Then, without changing this distance, whatever the distance is there, same distance, draw intersecting arcs. Draw intersecting arcs to the previously drawn arcs. This is a method of drawing tangent. Because tangent is always perpendicular to the radius at its outer edge. That is a theory, tangent radius theorem. So, by using the same theory, here you will find line L is tangent at point Q. Now I am going to draw same way tangent at point Q. Procedure is same. Place the middle point on P because I have to draw tangent at P. Draw two arcs on both sides of it. You will be getting a segment. Place middle point over here. Take a distance more than half. Draw two arcs. One is here. One is here. One is above P. One is below P. Not to change this. Repeatedly I am telling you the same thing. Not to change this distance, place a middle point on second arc. Draw arcs to the previously drawn arcs. Next, they are going to intersect. Then to the point of intersection. To the point of intersection of these arcs and point P, draw a straight line. Draw a straight line. This is N. This is line N. So you will find that line L and N, line L and line N are tangents at points Q and P respectively. Because you will find L is at point Q, N is at point N. Okay? So N is at point P. Now P plus Q, 90 plus 90, 180. If it is 180, naturally you will find these are interior angles if you consider this line as transverse. If you consider PQ as transversal, you will be getting P plus 2 as 180. Interior angles are supplementary lines are parallel. Therefore, line M is parallel to line L. Fine. What is left out? This is left out. That PQ is 6.6. Radius is, don't forget, a single point. 3.2. So this is how, dear students, you will find. Very important thing to understand that chord is a diameter because it is exactly twice that of a radius. This is a very important thing in this sum to understand the relation between radius and this. So we will find that we have drawn tangents at points P and Q at the extreme ends of the diameter, and they are parallel to each other, reason being that P and Q are interior angles. Why they are 90 each? Because radius, tangent, there. Radius, tangent, there. That's all. So here we end this construction number 4. Now I am going to do construction number 5, or I am going to solve question number 5. Question number 5. Question number 5 is not, weightage for this question is 3 marks. Until 3 marks question, there is no need to draw rough sketch at all, or rough figure is not needed. But whenever there is a question of 4 marks, rough sketch is must. But I would like to tell you, whether it is a 2 marks question or 3 marks question, it is always better to draw a rough sketch or rough figure on a safer side. So see here, question number 5. Question number 5 is, draw a circle with radius 3.4. Fine. Draw a circle with radius 3.4 centimeter. Chord MN is 5.7. Chord MN is 5.7. Construct tangents. Construct tangents. Construct tangents. At points M and N. Answer. Rough sketch first. Rough sketch. Rough sketches with the scale only, draw a circle. Okay. Rough sketch. So naturally I am not measure at all. So first is draw a circle. Fine. Next to that is draw a chord. So I will draw a chord. Supposing chord MN is 5.7. 5.7. So this is M is 5.7. Center of a circle not mentioned, take it as P. Then very important, okay, what you have to do, that you have to draw tangents. So you have to draw a ray passing through PM as well as PM. Passing through PM and PM. Fine. Then you have to draw a tangent. This is one tangent. This is another tangent. Finished. Then you may call it as M and N, okay? L and N with small letters, you can show them. This is 90, this is 90, these two are congruent. This Mn is of 5.7. This is radius, radius is 3.4. So more or less, you will get an idea with this rough sketch that we have to draw a circle. Then with that we have to take a chord. After taking chord, we have to draw tangents. Fine. So this is how you will find the rough sketch is over. Now let's come to the required sketch, or we can say fair sketch. Fair sketch. This will surely carry 4 marks. If not 4, 3, but not less than 3. First step is to draw a circle with center P, and radius of a circle is 3.4. Radius of a circle is 3.4. Dear students, once again, placing meter point at 0, very important thing, and from there you have to take 3 points. P is the center of a circle. P is here. Draw a circle of radius 3.4. Now, next step is what? To draw an arc, you have to take a distance. Distance of 5.7. Again from 0 till 5.7 this way. MN. If I plot point M here, I'll get point M. I repeat again. I take point M anywhere. This distance is how much? 5.7. Placing point, major point here. Join up. I'll be getting now this chord M. So, Mn is 5.7. This is 5.7. Fine. So this is how I finished drawing chord M. This is P. Through P, I have to draw a ring. Through as well as M, I have to draw a ring. Same thing I will do over here. Same. This way I am drawing a ring. This is our point M. This way I will draw a ring. So you will find first thing, I draw a circle. After drawing circle, I take a distance of 5.7. I place I locate point M anywhere on the circumference. From there I have drawn an arc to get the distance Mn as 5.7. At once I will get chord Mn. From P, draw a ray passing through P and N. From P, draw a ray passing through P and N. Okay. Now I am going to draw tangent at point N. Place middle point on N, draw two arcs on both sides. Draw two arcs on both sides. We have to draw tangent through N, so that's why I'll place middle point on N. I'll get a segment. I got this segment. After getting this segment, I am going to draw perpendicular bisector of this segment. To draw perpendicular bisector, place middle point over here. Take a distance more than half. Draw one arc here, another arc. I repeat again. Take a distance more than half. Draw two arcs on both sides of it. Not to change this distance. Very important precaution you have to take. Not to change this distance. Simply place it on the other arc and draw intersecting arcs to the previously drawn arcs. Clear? Take distance more than half. draw 2 arcs. Don't change this distance. Let's meet a point here. Draw 2 arcs. Clear? From here, 2 arcs to the previously drawn arcs. But distance is surely more than half. This way more than half as well as this way also more than half, but not changing the distance. Not changing the distance. At once you will get point of intersection of these arcs. Draw a line. So this is L. L is L is a tangent to the circle at point N. L is a tangent to the circle at point N. Now I am not going to do something different to draw tangent at N. Same way, very simple method. Same way. Place next point on N, draw 2 arcs on both sides of N. See here. Placing measure point on N, draw 2 arcs. Place measure point here, very important, more than half. See, metal point is here. Pencil is above N, that means more than half. Draw 2 arcs. Draw 2 arcs. Without changing this distance, simply place it over the other arc. Draw intersecting arcs. Again you see, more than half, draw 2 arcs. Don't change the distance, interchange the positions and draw. Through the point of intersection of the arcs and point N. Through the point of intersection of the arcs this is L. This is N. Construction is over. So line L and line N are tangents. Are tangents to the circle at points M and N. At points M and N. Okay, now leveling is left out, of course. We'll find the here angle 90 must be there. Then you will find this is radius, this is also radius. Radius of a circle is 3.4. Nothing is left out. Here also we have shown properly. This is a line, this is a line. Of course, nobody will ask you, but these two are also common. Tangents drawn from the same exterior point to the circle are common. N is there, this is required here. This is very required. So this is how you will find this question number 5 is over. I am going to repeat the whole procedure again. First, take a distance of 3.4, draw a circle. Fine. Then take a distance of 5.7. Take point N anywhere. Take point N anywhere. Okay? Place middle point over here. Draw an arc. You will be getting M. Join M. Label it as 5.7. Over. Next to that, what you have to do? Through center N, draw a line. Through center N, draw a line. After drawing that, place middle point on N. Place middle point on N. Draw 2 arms. You will be getting this segment. Place middle point over here. Take distance more than half. Draw 2 arcs on both sides of N. Without changing the distance, place middle point here. Draw intersecting arcs. Through the point of intersection of the arcs and point N, draw a line. tangent to the circle. In the same way, place metal point on it, draw two arcs on both sides of it. You will be getting a segment. Place metal point over here, more than arc, join arc on the top as well as bottom. Interchange the positions, join other arcs, intersecting the previously drawn arcs, and to the point of intersection of the arcs and point N, draw a line that will be a tangent to point N. Finish. Label it properly, 3.4 cm, 5.6. Required figure, this is rough sketch. The sum will surely carry 4 marks. Thanks a lot, dear students. Here I would like to conclude lecture number 79. Very easy chapter. That way, but you have to be very careful about whenever the weightage of the question is of 4 marks, rough sketch is must. Because there is 1 mark reserved for this rough sketch. This is surely 4 marks question. Not even 3 marks, but rough sketch is must. This is required figure. Neatness is very, very important. So that's all. God bless you all. I'm going to conclude this lecture. Thank you very much.